For the people of Canada, Paul the third, Zarfich, Define Duke, as well as Define Zarfich. I'm recalling Parliament immediately, and the previous Prime Minister from late 1990s, as well as the other one from the last several Canadian Prime Ministers for a cabinet meeting in open for all of Canada. I'm recalling the current Parliament that was elected sometime during the last election era for I'm doing this on the fly for the will of the people in Parliament and stuff like that. I'm expecting that the Canadian military will reestablish itself for better defense of the coastline of Canada, and as well as that, I must also that even the Canadian Prime Minister, who is the female, who people would think who was, as they should say, a woman liking a woman, a lesbian, I'm afraid, she must be called back as head Prime Minister before this previous Prime Minister to get everything done, especially the question of course. If you're watching this, I'm Paul the third. I'm at 1109 Oakstone Drive, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 33114 USA. At 910-867-8460. And no way am I going to sell out the people of Canada if I really own an Amaranth as of 8 p.m. tonight. This is an emergency for the national Canadian people. I must ask that they go about their daily business, exchange the currency, of course, for goods and services rendered in all the provinces, the Northwestern Territory, even the McKinsey study. None of the trees must be touched unless they are sold. The right clearinghouses and stuff like that, I'm afraid. And if you don't believe me, here. I'm asking for a special cabinet of former Prime Ministers of Canada to talk over the issues of the day for the last 30 to 40 years that have faced Canada, or longer, that are still alive. Just like according to Robert's Rules of Order in Parliament, as well as Special Committee, to me, is ample to me of all the Canadian Prime Ministers, as well as to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II Windsor, and Parliament as well. Everyone will have the same Parliament, even Quebec. Trust me, I'm maybe 32 years of age, but I have an associate's in arts degree. And all the businesses and stuff like that, I respectfully request that all the industries in Canada that are there right now do not pack up and leave Canada. Canada needs you and the people you have trained to bring it farther than what has ever been thought of before in the New World, before a United Kingdom and Commonwealth power. Special requesting, of course, is that the Canadian Prime Generals and Admirals of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the Canadian Provincial Lieutenant Governors to maintain the station and stuff like that. And the Mounties must be able to restore order in the countryside and maintain the borders, as well as the Canadian military as well, with border crossings between Alaska, Greenland, the surrounding coast of southern Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and the western part of British Columbia, that are the areas of the United States of America. And if people wish to immigrate to Canada, I must inquire if they do or don't have a Canadian Immigrant Naturalization Service portion. Anyone homesteading on their lands, I think we should respect their homesteading rights. But they must be able to deal in the coin of the realm, the Canadian dollar. That's how it is. And Pepe Cheerio, Mr. Siegels. Give it that back to me, I'll go home plastic. Respectfully requesting to know, of course. Thank you. Godspeed. God save us all, and God save the Queen.